Hello friends, welcome to Affairs Cloud. We learn to lead. My name is Vikas. So friends, in this video we will be discussing some of the most important current affairs of the third week of July. This video will be very helpful to you, so do watch the video till the end. Hit the like button and share the link of this video with your friends. So friends, we'll start with our session, but before that we have something important to tell you about. We have an app by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. Once you have downloaded the app, you will open the app and you will see this type of screen. In this, you can go and log in with your Google account, that is your Gmail ID. Then once you have logged in, then you will be moved to this page where you can see a window. If you click on the current affairs section here, then you will be moved to this page. Now this is where magic happens. This is the course where there are two courses provided by us. First, you should know it is of 1 year and 2 years, so choose your course accordingly. What we are providing and what is the reason behind that you should purchase course of current affairs from us, and what are the important details about it. First thing, you should know that we provide you current affairs in both English and Hindi. Okay, also we provide you here current affairs daily. PDFs are provided daily. The important factor here to remember is we are providing PDF to you daily. Okay, that contains question answers of the daily current affairs. They are explained in a much easy way where you can grasp the knowledge and do your revision. Okay, apart from app, we provide you with question answers. Then on every day we provide you 20 question answers quiz, daily 20 questions quiz. So imagine how much it will benefit you in your preparation. Then we provide you same thing for weekly. In weekly we take a quiz of 50 questions. Then question answers of week, we provide you a book, PDF is provided you weekly of the compiled questions of the whole week. Similarly for monthly also, ebook is given, your quizzes are taken, question answers PDF. Then apart from it, we also help you to prepare for banking papers. All the banking exams you can go refer to our videos and our courses here. You can see here that we provide you banking and economic quiz of 157 questions. Okay, then topic wise PDFs are covered. As you can see, we are making videos on indexes and reports, important days, the books and authors, all the events that are taking place in individual months. So these PDFs are provided to you and they will help you a lot in your preparation for journal awareness, your journal studies, as well as for current affairs. Then you can see we also provide you current affairs for state-wise current affairs are provided to you. Apart from this, I have a gift for all of my friends here. If you use my code Vikas10, you will be getting a straight 10% discount on the purchase you make. So when you are about to check out and do the payment, just before the payment, you will be getting an option to use the promo code. There you can put the Vikas10, the code, and you will be getting an extra 10% discount on the total purchase you make there. So let's start with our video. So friends, let's start with the weekly current affair. But before that, let's discuss the important days of the July ones. Alright, this is just the important days. For themes, you have to watch our important days video that will be uploaded soon. So till then, just you should know that on this day, this particular day is celebrated or observed. Alright, so let's start. On first, and these are just the important ones. Alright, these are the most important ones. Alright, let's start. First is your 1st of July, we observe National Doctors Day, and this is one of the most important one because nowadays we have seen the importance of doctor during the corona. Alright, so 1st of July, National Doctors Day. 2nd of July, we observe World UFO Day, World Sports Journalist Day, 2 days. Then on the first Saturday of July, we observe International Day of Cooperatives. On 4th of July, we observe American Independence Day. On 6th of July, World Zoonosis Day. On 11th of July, we observe World Population Day. Then on 12th of July, we observed World Malala Day. 17th of July, we observe World Day for International Justice. On 18th of July, we observe Nelson Mandela International Day. 28th of July, we observe World Nature Conservation Day, and on 29th of July, we observe International Tigers Day. When is your Tiger Protection Act came? It came in 1973. Alright. So these were the important days. Now let's start with the weekly current affairs of third week of July. The first question, IFSCA. What does IFSCA stands for? First of all, you should know this. The full form of IFSCA is International Financial Services Centers Authority. All right. So IFSCA constituted an expert committee for the development of longevity financial hub in the GIFT IFSC, who will co-chair the expert committee along with Kaku Nakhate. First of all, GIFT city is in Gujarat. All right. So who will co-chair the expert committee along with Kaku Nakhate? This committee will be chaired by Gopalan Srinivasan. All right. The regulator city of GIFT city is your IFSCA, constituted an expert committee to recommend the roadmap and approach towards the development of longevity finance hub in the GIFT IFSC. The expert committee will be co-chaired by Kaku Nakhate, Bank of America country head of India, and Gopal Srinivasan. He is the ex-CMD, that is your ex-chairman and managing director of New India Assurance Company Limited. All right, so Kaku Nakhate and your Gopalan Srinivasan, they together will be co-chairing the expert committee on the longevity financial hub. Moving on. Next, name the payment operator that was recently restricted from adding new customers due to non-compliance of RBI's directions on storage of payment system data. Name the payment operator. See, 4 operators are given: Visa, MasterCard, American Express and Capital One. You have to tell them from them that recently restricted from adding new customers due to non-compliance of RBI's direction on storage of payment system data, and it was your MasterCard. The existing users can avail the facilities of MasterCard, but no new user can apply for a MasterCard now. All right. Next, in July 2021, ISRO successfully conducted its third long duration hot test of the liquid propellant Vikas engine. Name the ISRO mission where this engine will be deployed. I repeat, ISRO has successfully conducted its third long duration hot test of the liquid propellant, and the name of the engine is Vikas engine. You have to name the ISRO mission in which this Vikas engine will be used. The name of the mission is Gaganyaan. All right, name of the mission is Gaganyaan. It will be the India's first human space flight mission. Gaganyaan will be first human space flight for India. All right, Gaganyaan. Then the engine was tested for 240 seconds at the engine test facility of ISRO Propulsion Complex, that is in Tamil Nadu. All right, next. 4th edition of Khelo India Youth Games is postponed to February 2022 by the host Dash. For the first time, this edition will feature Dash indigenous games. First of all, tell me, who will be hosting the Khelo India Games? It will be hosted by Haryana. All right. Now, this Haryana will be hosting the 4th edition of the Khelo India Games, and these Khelo India Games have been now postponed to February 2022. All right. So now we have selected the answer, that is Haryana. It is saying for the first time this edition will feature Dash indigenous games. How many indigenous games will be, and what are the name of these games that will be featured during these Khelo India Youth Game? You should know there are 5 indigenous games. First is yoga. All right. Second is gatka. Then Kalari Pattu, Thangta and Malakham. These are the 5 games these are the 5 indigenous games that will be now added to your 4th edition of Khelo India Youth Games that will be held in February 2022, and the hosting state is your Haryana. So correct option becomes option 5. Now, if the question is asked, what is the mascot? What is the mascot for the Khelo India Games, 4th edition of Khelo India Games? It is your Dhakad. All right, DHAKED is your mascot. Moving on. This was very important question. All right, so do take a note of it. Next, in July 2021, Mamnoon Hussain passed away. He was the former president of which country? Mamnoon Hussain was the president of which country who recently passed away? So you should know he was the president of Pakistan. All right, he was the 12th president of Pakistan who served from 2013 to 2018. All right, former president of Pakistan. Moving on. Now you have to select the correct options from these three options given. Let's look at it. What are the points that are correctly related to World Youth Skills Day? We are talking about here World Youth Skills Day. Alright, so let's observe the first option. World Youth Skills Day is annually observed by the United Nations on 15th of July. First thing is correct. When is your World Youth Skills Day is observed? It is observed on 15th of July, and this day was started by United Nations, all right, or observed by United Nations, so it is correct. Then we saw on 15th of July the theme will be reimagining youth skills post pandemic. Reimagining youth skills post pandemic, this is the theme. That means both A and B are correct. Now let's move to the third option. Skill India mission was launched on the occasion of the first World Youth Skills Day that was observed on July 15, 2015. All right, is it correct? I repeat, Skill India mission was launched on the occasion of the first World Youth Skills Day that was observed on 15th of July in 2015. Yes, World Youth Skills Day was first observed in the year 2015 and the day is 15th of July. So the correct option becomes option 1. All A, B, C are correct. Moving on. In July 2021, Dash signed an agreement with Australia's University of New South Wales to establish a Centre for Advanced Transportation Technology and System. I repeat, in July, which organization signed an agreement with Australia's University of New South Wales to establish a Centre for Advanced Transportation Technology and Systems at Dash, and the location is also asked where this center, that is CATTS, Center for Advanced Transportation Technology System, will be built. So first you should know where this system will be built. This system will be built in Noida. Where is Noida? Noida is in UP, Uttar Pradesh. State is Uttar Pradesh. All right, then name of the organization is asked. The name of organization is Indian Academy of Highway Engineers. Signed an agreement with Australia's university, that is New South Wales University, to establish a Centre for Advanced Transportation Technology and Systems at Noida. All right, moving on. In July 2021, External Affairs Minister Jay Shankar addressed the inaugural session of the 16th edition of Virtual Confederation of Indian Industry by Exim Bank Conclave on India and Dash Project Partnership. Here, this S. Jay Shankar addressed the edition of Virtual Confederation of Indian Industry, that is CII. This Confederation of Indian Industry is also known as CII Exim Bank Conclave on India and Africa. All right, India and Africa. Moving on. Name the ministry that launched the web platform Kisan Sarthi, an information portal for farmers. Question can be asked, Kisan Sarthi is an information portal for whom? It is for farmers. First question done. Then which ministry launched this? This was launched by which ministry? It was launched by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare along with the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So the correct option becomes option 4th, both 1 and 2. All right, then I repeat once again, this is important because this is related to farmers and now farmers are protesting on the borders of Delhi. So that is the reason questions related to farmers can be asked in your paper. So Kisan Sarthi is an information portal for farmers, and it is launched by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare along with Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Moving on. Dash is planning to impose the world's first carbon border tax from Dash on imports of carbon intensive goods. I repeat, which organization is planning to impose the world's first carbon border tax from Dash, from which year this tax will be implemented on the imports of carbon intensive goods. So remember, it is an important one also because this is related to your environment. European Union, EU, is planning to impose the world's first carbon border tax From which year? This will be implemented from the year 2026 on the imports of carbon intensive goods. All right. If we are talking about EU, where is the headquarter of EU? Can you tell me? This is in Brussels, Belgium. All right. It is in Brussels, Belgium. Next. Under the Africa Open Deal Initiative, Africa became the first continent to have complete land use data. Name the organization that developed Collect Earth, the software used for conducting Africa's digital land survey. Recently, a Collect Earth was a software developed by an organization that is used to collect the digital land survey of the African land. All right, and Africa became the first continent to have a complete land data. This question can also be asked: which country became the first country in the world to have a complete land use data? It is your Africa, and it is asking who developed this collect data. All right, under we name the organization that developed this Collect Earth, that is your software for collecting the Africa's digital land survey. What is the organization? This was developed by FAO. This is also known as FAO, that is your Food and Agriculture Organization. All right, then moving on. Next question. Read the next question. In 2021 July, the United States formed a quadrilateral diplomatic group to promote peace and stability in Afghanistan. Name the countries that are the part of the Quad diplomatic group. I repeat, United States of America formed a Quad diplomatic group to promote peace and stability in Afghanistan. This has been recently developed and it is very important. In Afghanistan, it was developed to counter the power of Taliban. All right, because now we saw the US troops have moved out of Afghanistan and the Taliban people have now taken over on the most part of Afghanistan. So to counter the Talibani people and promote peace in the Afghanistan, United States formed a quadrilateral diplomatic group. Name the countries that are the part of this diplomatic group. What are the parts? There are 4 countries. All right. USA, one obviously, Afghanistan, obvious. The 2 another you need to remember are Pakistan and Uzbekistan. All right, so the option 2 is correct. Next, which organization signed an MOU with the Bank of Maharashtra for developing priority sector lending in Maharashtra? For priority sector lending in Maharashtra, NABARD signed an MOU with the Bank of Maharashtra. And what is NABARD? NABARD, can you tell me the full form of NABARD? We have done this multiple times. NABARD stands for National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Next, which organization won the United Nations Development Program Equator Prize for 2021? Who won this prize? This prize was won by 2 organizations. All right, 2 organizations you need to remember. First is Sneha Kunja Trust and second is your Adhamalai Panjingudiyar Producer Company Limited. All right, so the correct option becomes option 5. Next, India received the first batch of 2 MH-60R multi-role helicopters from Dash country, and this is the part of India's deal to procure Dash how many such MH-60R helicopters. First of all, the name of the helicopter is MH-60R. Then it is asked how the first batch of 2 multi-role helicopters, that is your MH-60R helicopters, were received. Who are delivering these helicopters to India? First of all, this is asked. These helicopters are delivered by USA, and this is the part of the deal to procure how many more such MH-60R helicopters from USA. So remember, 24 such helicopters will be now procured from this USA. So the correct option becomes option 4, USA and 24. All right. Next, Danish Siddiqui, Pulitzer Prize winning Indian journalist, was killed in a militant attack in which country? 2 questions will be asked from this particular question. All right, and both are important. Who was the Pulitzer Prize winning Indian who recently died? He is Danish Siddiqui. All right, Pulitzer Prize is given in the field of journalism. First thing done, 2 questions completed. Then it is asked, he was killed in which country? He was killed in Afghanistan. He was reporting on the report of the Taliban and Afghanistan conflict. So there he was recently killed, and his name is Danish Siddiqui. Alright, he along with his co-workers from the Reuters won the Pulitzer Prize in which year? In 2018. He won the Pulitzer Prize in 2018. Alright, and he was, if the question is asked, he was killed by whom? It was killed by the Taliban militants in the Spin Boldak district of Afghanistan. Alright, moving on. Where is India's first pod taxi service planned to be launched by the Yamuna Expressway? I repeat, where is India's first pod taxi service planned to be launched by the Yamuna Express Industrial Development Authority? If the question is asked first pod service for India, where it will be developed? In UP. Alright, simple. In Uttar Pradesh. Alright, and it will be connecting between upcoming Noida International Airport and the Film City. Alright, Noida Film City. It will be connecting these two, Noida International Airport and your Film City. Moving on. In July 2021, Cleopas Dlamini became the new Prime Minister of which country? I repeat, Cleopas Dlamini became the new Prime Minister of which country? He became the new Prime Minister of, come on, Eswatini. Alright, Eswatini. Move. Next question. Identify the country that recently test fired the hypersonic cruise missiles Zircon. This is the name of the missile that is developed by Russia. Remember it. Zircon. Alright, Zircon is developed by Russia and it has a range of 350 kilometers. Zircon. Correct option 3, Russia. Next, in July 2021, Supreme Court of India launched Faster, a new mechanism for instant delivery of Supreme Court orders to its subordinates. What does Faster stands for? We have done this question. If you check our video, we have done the full form of Faster, and I always tell you, whenever such questions are given, whenever such option or any new software or any new scheme came up, you should know the full form if there is a full form from that. Alright, Faster. What is the full form of Faster? Fast and secure transmission of electronic records. FASTER. Fast and secure transmission of electronic records. Alright, this is your fast. Then the correct option becomes option 3. Next. Identify the country that was newly inducted as a member of International Cricket Council. Which country has been newly inducted as the member of ICC? It is your, come on, tell me. What is ICC? First of all, it is related to your cricket. Simple, International Cricket Council. Which country has been newly inducted as the member of International Cricket Council? 3 countries are there that you need to remember. First is Mongolia, Tajikistan and Switzerland. So the correct option becomes option 5. Mongolia, Tajikistan and Switzerland are the newly inducted members of the International Cricket Council. Alright, moving on. One more thing. If I'm talking to you about ICC, then you should know where is the headquarter of ICC. It is in Dubai. Dubai is in United Arab Emirates. Then next is your, who is the chairman of ICC? He is Greg Barclay. Greg Barclay. Next, Dash is planning to build India's first green hydrogen plant at Dash. Very important question. And we have done this. Which organization is planning to build the India's green hydrogen? Green hydrogen you should know because this is the future, fuel of future, you can say. Fuel of future. Because on burning, when we burn green hydrogen, there is no carbon footprint left. That means on burning this fuel, on using this fuel, no carbon is released on burning. So which organization is planning to build the first green hydrogen plant? It is your Indian Oil Corporation, IOC. Alright, and the location will be UP, Uttar Pradesh. Alright, and if district is asked, location in UP is asked, then it is Mathura. Alright, so the correct option becomes option 2. Moving on. In July 2021, Dash, in partnership with LegitDoc, implemented the world's largest blockchain-powered educational credential system, thereby making the India the Dash country in the world to have such a system. So remember, which state of India, in partnership with LegitDoc, implemented the world's largest blockchain? It is your Maharashtra. All right, it is your Maharashtra. Blockchain, if you don't understand blockchain, just consider it as blockchain is the building block of cryptocurrencies. Now you will understand it. All right, so world's largest blockchain powered educational credential system is now developed will be developing in Maharashtra, and Maharashtra has partnered with LegitDoc. Now, it is asking, thereby making India the Dash country in the world to have such a system. India became the 4th country in the world to have such a system. All right. Who were the first country? First was Malta. Then came Singapore. Then was Bahrain. And now 4th is your India. So the correct option becomes option 1. Next, where is Indian government planning to set up an Indian Institute of Heritage with world-class conservation and research facility? I repeat, which Indian government is planning to set up Indian Institute of Heritage with world-class conservation and research facilities? This will be developed in Noida, Uttar Pradesh. All right, next. Pick the insurance provider which launched Arogya Rakshak, a health insurance scheme. I repeat, insurance provider. What is the name of the insurance provider that launched Arogya Rakshak? The name of the company is Life Insurance Company. Launched a non-linked, non-participating, regular premium individual health insurance plan named Arogya Rakshak to provide fixed benefit health insurance cover against the certain specified health risk. So, when was LIC established? It was established in 1956. Where is the headquarter? Headquarter is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and the chairman is M.R. Kumar. Moving on. Name the payment provider of the co-branded credit card ICICI Bank HPCL Super Saver credit card. Who is the payment provider of the co-branded credit card ICICI Bank HPCL Super Saver credit card? The name of their payment provider is Visa. All right, Visa is their payment provider. Next, Asian Development Bank ADB. I repeat, where is the headquarter of ADB? Philippines. All right, headquarter of ADB, that is your Asian Development Bank, is in Philippines. ADB has a projected India's growth, that is your GDP, India's GDP growth rate for the fiscal year 2021 to 2022 as dash, and for the next year, that is your next fiscal year for 22 to 23 as dash. So see, two projected GDP growth rate has been projected by ADB. We will be looking for the year 21 to 22 and from 22 to 23, these two. Let's look at it and what are the projected growth rate. First is your, for the year 21 to 22 is your 10%, and they have projected for 22 to 23 fiscal year the growth rate as 7.5%. Correct option is 1. Next, in July 2021, Pedro Castillo became the president-elect of which country? He became the president-elect of which country? Peru. All right, of Peru. What is the capital of Peru? It is Lima. All right, capital of Peru is Lima. Next, name the state that has launched Soham, India's first automated auditory brainstem response system. All right, and what is the state that has launched this Soham, that is India's first automated auditory brainstem response system? It was first launched by which state? It was launched by Punjab. All right. Then under this Soham, the Universal Newborn Hearing Screening Program, this system will help in effective management of hearing loss in newborn and young children. Another question that can be asked is, Soham will be helping which type of impaired people? So they will be helping in the management of hearing loss in the newborn and young children, and it was first launched in Punjab. First launched in Punjab. I correct here. This is not Gujarat. It was first launched in Punjab. Next, which is the India's first court to live stream judicial proceedings to create transparency in judiciary. So the first court is Gujarat High Court, the first high court, or you can say the first high court or India's first court that did live stream. That means they were live while they were giving the judicial proceedings to create a transparency system in judiciary in India, and it was first done by Gujarat High Court. And that was done live stream on YouTube. All right, another thing. Name the bank that partnered with UGRO Capital to launch Pratham a rupees 100 crore rupees 1000 crore rupees lending program for MSME sector. I repeat. First of all, PRATHAM. Pratham. All right. UGRO Capital to launch Pratham a 1000 crore rupees co-lending program for MSME sector. All right, under the partnership, a co-lending program Pratham will be launched to disburse loans for over rupees 1000 crore. All right, it is asked which bank has partnered with UGRO. So you have to tell the name of the bank that has partnered with UGRO for this Pratham. So it is Bank of Baroda. All right, and they will be lending this 1000 crore rupees basically to MSME sector. Next. All Indian Football Federation awarded Dash with Women's Footballer of the Year 2020 to 2021, while Dash was named as Men's Footballer of the Year 2020 to 2021. So, tell me, All India Football Federation awarded whom with the Women's Footballer of the Year award for 22-2021? Her name is, what is her name? Bala Devi. Alright, she became the Women's Footballer of the Year by All India Football Federation. While in men's category, who was named as the Men's Footballer of the Year? He was Sandesh Jhingan. Sandesh Jhingan. So correct option becomes option first. Bala Devi, Women Footballer of the Year, and Sandesh Jhingan, Men Footballer of the Year for 2020 to 2021. Next, Ariel Henry became the new Prime Minister of which country in July 2021? He became the new Prime Minister of Haiti. Alright, who was the former Prime Minister? He was who is the current? Ariel Henry. And what is the capital? Port-au-Prince. Alright, moving on. Identify the country that recently launched a maglev train with a capability of attaining 600 km per hour speed. It is your China. It is your China has launched a maglev train with a capability of attaining 600 km per hour, or you can say this is approximately 372 meter per hour or 600 km per hour. It is developed by China. Next, in July 2021, Dash launched its first human spaceflight, New Shepard, with 4 passengers on board, including its founder, Dash. See, you need to remember this. We have done this earlier also, and only few children commented the correct answer. New Shepard is the name of the spacecraft that took 4 passengers to space. Blue Origin is the name of the company that whose spacecraft is known as New Shepard. And who is the owner or the founder of Blue Origin? He is Jeff Bezos, and he was in news recently. Jeff Bezos went to space for just 10 minutes along with 4 passengers, total 4 passengers. The spacecraft that took him to space was New Shepard. The company that took him to space was Blue Origin. Alright, so the correct option becomes option 5. Alright, Blue Origin and Jeff Bezos. Next, in July 2021, Defense Ministry approved the construction of Dash AIP conventional submarines under Dash at a cost of 40,000 crore rupees for Indian Navy. First of all, tell me, Defense Ministry approved the construction of AIP conventional submarines under what? Under which project this was approved? So this was approved under Project 71I. All right, and how many these AIP conventional submarines will be built under this for 40,000 crore rupees given by Indian Navy? So remember, 6 submarines, AIP conventional submarines will be built, and the project is, what is the name of the project? Project 75I, P75I. Next, which country virtually co-chaired the 11th Mekong Ganga Corporation Foreign Ministers meeting alongside India? Which countries? It is your Cambodia's. Alright, next. Name the site that recently got removed from the UNESCO World Heritage Site list. Important. Recently, a site got removed from the UNESCO's World Heritage Site list. It is asking what is the name of the site. It is your Maritime Mercantile City in Liverpool. All right, Maritime Mercantile City in Liverpool. Then remember, it is where this is in. If the country is asked, it is in United Kingdom. It was delisted from the UNESCO World Heritage Site after marginalizing losing the vote count conducted. Alright, and this was included into the World Heritage Site of the UNESCO list in 2004, and only third site to get listed from UK. Now it is being removed. Next, who recently became a member of the UN Committee on Experts on International Cooperation in Tax Matters? So who became a member of the UN committee recently? She is Rashmi Ranjan Das. Alright, Rashmi Ranjan Das recently became the member of UN Committee on Experts of International Cooperation in Tax Matters. Next, which city was unanimously selected by the International Olympic Committee to host 2032 Summer Olympics? Simple question. Which country will be hosting the 2032 Summer Olympics? And this was selected by IOC, that is your International Olympic Committee. But the important thing, which country will be hosting, or which city will be hosting 2032 Summer Olympics? See, if the question is asked regards here, city is asked, so you should tell the answer city. It is Brisbane. This is your city. And if the name of the country is asked, then it will be Australia. Alright, 2032 Summer Olympics will be hosted by Australia. Alright, then if we talk about International Olympic Committee, President is Dr. Thomas Bach, and headquarters is in Lausanne, Switzerland. Alright. So friends, this was our video. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you liked our video, do hit the like button, share the link with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, or if you are new to our channel, then do subscribe, because it motivates us to bring a better content for you guys. Also, if you have any trouble regarding login or payment or any other issues, then you can reach to us on our mail, that is support@affairscloud.com, or you can call us on the number 9677333862, and we'll resolve your issue as soon as possible. Also, you should go and check our courses that are available at a very reasonable price, and that will help you to boost your preparations for upcoming government exams. You can use the code VIKAS10 to get a straight 10% discount on any purchase you make. Alright, so that's all for the day. Take care.